Alright. Hello, Julian. Hello, Nordic. Alright. Hello, God over everything. That profile picture looks like advanced algorithms put it together for you. A little thorny. Hello, Reggie. Bam. Take that one. Hello, Vice President Trump. Yeah, that was weird. Hello, Autumn. I saw that clip. That was fucking weird. Hey, communist. How you doing? Hello, Boss Spearman. Thank you for the likes, communist. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Dominican Duh. Hello, Tulane Black. Hello, Kiwi. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Lush. Hello, Alex. Hello, LLC. How you doing, communist? Hello, Mar. Hello, Mama. Hello, Glow. Hello, Alex. Hello, Imagine. Hello, Craze. Lisbels? Okay. Imagine Wagons. Yeah. Hello, Same Old Song. Hello, Vanessa. Communist, I'm surprised you're not being a troll. Oh, okay. That's why you're not being a troll. There's a lot of conventions going on this weekend. Oh, no. Hello, Graham. Hello, Ken. Well, you can chill in here while you do your thing. Democrats are pushing a black supremacy agenda with white guilt. Good. Hello, A. Wells. Hello, Miss. Hey, Gonzo. If that's true, like, crazy if true, brother. VCR, more complex, I said. Okay. Hello, Wanda Lily. Dog, if that was true, I'd vote Democrat. Hello, Louise. Hello, Yuri. I just found out Yuri on Ice got canceled. I don't know how long ago that was, but I just found out. Well, the anime got canceled. I think they finished the manga. Hello, Terry Baldwin. Hello, Cameron? Spelled in a very strange way. Hello, nerd. Hello, Jay Jordan. Hello, Nathan. I guess that was John Reed's only real criticism of life. Hello, Will Garfield. Hello, Nisarnim. Who is a host? Oh, Michael's on. Okay. Hello, Faye. Hello, Ollie. With the evil eyes. Hello, Gracie. Hello, MT. Oh, Ollie left. Hello, Big Fitz. Hey, CJ. I thought I was gonna come right back, but then I got distracted by other stuff. Hey, Paul. What happened earlier? Oh, nothing happened. I just I was shadow banned, so I ended the live. I might still be shadow banned, but I figured I should try again. How's it going, Paul? Oh, I think Paul kept scrolling. I took my earbuds out for a second till my hubby saw me. Y'all were gone. Hello, it's your. Hello, Kevin. That was just weird luck. You turned your head and then nothing was there. You were in a different live. But yeah, I only had like one. You were the only viewer in here, so I decided to restart. And now there's like 4 viewers. So that's one more. Exactly what happened. Yes. The universe was a trickster for you in that moment. Ugh. But I came back. See if I can do better on the For You page this time. Hello, Miss G. And Drew's puffing it up. So we are chilling. Hello, Cruz. Hello, Corn. Hello, Kazu. Hello, John Jen. Or John Jennis. Hello, Tony. Hello, Kimmy G. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Fiction Becent. I thought my phone face was dirty. Nope, it was the start. Okay. Oh, you thought you had some spackle. Hey, Tick. Hey, Quono. Hello, Smith. With that Tom-looking profile picture. Hello, Maltz. Hello, Duflo. It's just things are moving pretty slowly. Hello, Cliff. Although I can't really complain because even though things are moving slowly, people are gifting and subscribing. But it'd be cool to have a conversation. Hello, Rebel. Hello, Pam. Hello, Rando. Honestly, both would be great. People paying me and people conversing. Hello, Solomon. Rondo, my bad. Let him cook. Thank you, Cliff. Hello, Auntie Forgiven. But yeah, this is one of my fancier backgrounds. Appreciate you, Cliff. Hello, Big Nance. Hello, Harry. Hello, James. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Pastor. We'll see where this goes, though. Hello, Very Berry. Seen you before. Welcome back. Hello, Civilian Pilots on Road. Okay. Hello, Troubles. Hello, Miss Leanne. Hello, Lady T. Hello, Barbara. I have been focusing on reading lately. Oh, what have you been reading? I should probably make a little custom emoji that says come up, actually. Finishing something from Thomas Sankira. Love that. Hello, WIT. Hello, breast. Hello, chill. It's almost 10 where I am, by the way. I figure I should give it a shot. Thank you for sitting in here, Cliff. Oh, he left. Okay. Hello, Derek. Hello, Willow. Somebody got into the request box but then jumped out. Hello, Shiny. Hello, Miko. Almost did the bad thing. Very dyslexia thing. Hello, Lita. Hey, Colby. How you doing, Genexist? How you doing, Colby? Hello, Niji. Hello, Paula. Hello, Zoso. Hello, Free Them. I survived. What do you mean? I've been sitting here 12 minutes already. If you want to come up, you're welcome to. I did start doing this thing where I don't let people up for the first 5 minutes. Hello, broke as fuck. Thank you so much for the rose, Cliff. Hello, Michael. Cart pushing in Oklahoma heat. Oh, brother. Hello, Michael. But you're staying hydrated out there, right? Hello, Kate. Hello, Augustine. Hello, Cloud Warrior Purge. Yeah. Okay, good. But it's hot everywhere, though. This summer's really kicking it. So, but I don't know about y'all, but, we're not even doing record heat here. We're having a normal summer. I'm off now, though. Awesome. Hello, Mother. Hello, Meow. Mother of Dragons. Okay. See about it. Mother. Mr. Cold Cuts. Hello. Hello, Shelly. Not that Shelly. Hello, Sig40. So y'all communists or what? I am a socialist. I have friends who are communists. Hello, Quad. I guess the only thing that really gets people's attention these days is just straight up saying communism will win. Let's just go ahead and make this strong statement. I'm a Maoist. Yep. Mile. Hey, Paul. Mao 2024. Hell yeah. Hello, Ron. And don't forget about Joe Biden's Vice President Trump. Hello, Hybrid. You want to come up, Cold Cuts? You can't even come up. You only have 10 people. Hello, Tony. Hey, Dutch. How's it going? Hello, Chloe. You can get on in the box, Dutch, if you'd like. I'm always guessing in your live. Hello, Blast. I guess Dutch kept scrolling. Oh well. Hello, Under God. Hello, Mama Criminal. Do you need a certain number of followers to go live? You need 100 to guest, and you need 1,000 to host. Hello, Ren, with the R backwards. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Michael. Johnny Cash, question mark. I guess I should make a background about that. Vice President Trump. Johnny Cash question mark. How old are you? Makes sense. It kind of doesn't. On Instagram, you can go live as soon as you 19. Oh,
Wait, I just seen 25 plus.
oh, you're good.
All right, all
Thank you though.
right. So, like, what is your.
All right. People have been guesting with lower followers. I have been seeing. I think that they passed the threshold. They bought bot followers and passed the threshold, and then TikTok banned the bot followers. I think that's what happened. I have had people join with 4. Y'all do see how many followers I have now, right? Cliff is in the box. Cliff, what year were you born, Cliff? Hello, Seti. Hello, Must Love Dogs. Hell yeah. Hello, Dean, Not the Witch. Hello, BBY. 1948. Okay. That was my bad. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Right on. So, what
I
about
think I'm a center.
you
I
think
think
what?
I'm a center of the. I'm 75 years old.
Okay.
I'm a white male.
Yeah.
Anything else you do in your life?
No, unless you go by a different name than Cliff, no.
No, I've always gone by Cliff.
Okay, so we're good to call you Cliff here. So what's up?
Okay, so I believe a lot of things
Sure.
that the leftists believe. We all should have food. We all should have a place to live. We all should have the dignity of a job,
Yes.
or we all should have mental health care if it seemed necessary. All this stuff is left. I don't know how far left I am with my attitude, but I think we need to take care of our people here. We can still do the things we do everywhere else, but we need to make it so everybody has what they need. And God, we could do so much more with just the money that we spend on an election. Kids need better classrooms, more teachers, better schools, on and on and on. I mean, the roads need fixed, and what we need more than anything is competent people in the right places. And I don't care whether they're communists, leftists, centrist, or rightist. As long as the right people are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter. Our problem is none of our people do the right thing. They become a career politician, and they don't do anything, and they don't change anything, and they're not looking out for the people. They're looking out for the guys who have helped them out. I'll shut up. If there's somebody else who wants to talk, I can jump up.
Oh, that's fine. Somebody is asking you a question in the comments.
Oh, I didn't see it. Are you a nationalist? No, I'm not a nationalist. I am a Democrat. I believe in democracy. I believe one person, one vote. I believe all votes should be counted. Now, does that answer the question in the live, in the stream, whatever?
Yeah, I didn't. It's up to communists to answer that. I don't. That wasn't my question. Um. So
No, I
what? So when you
understand.
say, I'm sorry, what?
I understand, ma'am.
So when it comes to career, what you said about career politicians, um, how do you think we got that? How do you think we got that way?
One buddy helping another buddy, and pretty soon they got enough money to buy enough votes. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't say that. Uh, to get reelected in their district by advertising and campaigning and spending all this huge amount of money so they can stay right where they at and satisfy the people, just enough of the people to stay where they're at and stay reelected.
Oh, thank you for catching that, Dutch. I didn't hear. My pronouns are he, him, so I'm sir, not ma'am. Um,
Oh, I'm he.
no,
I
look,
don't know
look at
how to
the
say
look
it.
at the chat.
I'm trying.
Okay. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna welcome Kobe. What's up, Kobe?
I mean,
Do
nothing
I
much.
believe?
Uh, it is, nice to hear, an older fellow with an open mind. As for me, I consider myself a Marxist-Leninist, teetering on Maoist. I would like to consider myself a Maoist, though. When it comes to like the schools of thought and the intricacies of different different branches of Marxism and whatnot.
Hmm. So,
Um,
so Cliff, you said you identify as a Democrat, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Um, so, oh yeah, I asked you, how do we get to career politicians, and you said like so basically nepotism, right, or something like that.
Well, kind of. It's like here in the state of Nebraska,
Hmm.
there's a 54 or something percent of people who vote Republican, and they elect the people that are put forward by the Republican Party. The Democrats vote the same way. Those people put forth by the party. So you only got two choices. It's like in a baseball game. New York's there, San Francisco's there, and you both of them you got to put your money on one or the other. Or sit the game out. So that's all I got. Somebody got another question? I'll try to answer anything. I'll be honest with you. I'm 75. I got nothing to hide.
All right.
So thank
I
you
don't.
much.
I don't think you do. If people want to come up, y'all can come up and get into the box. Um.
Actually, oh, sorry. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead, Kobe. Oh.
I wanted to. Uh, sorry, Cliff. Sorry, you definitely intrigued me. I mean, like I said, a fellow who's up there in age, and unfortunately, I live in a very Republican controlled state, being Oklahoma, and unfortunately, I mean, we're going through a lot of stuff right now, and ugh. So I mean, I definitely agree. One of the biggest problems is that we are definitely. I mean, our politics are essentially just a one party, a corporate duopoly. We aren't. We aren't. We don't. And there's actually been like studies on this how we don't even live in a democracy at this point. We live in a plutocracy, being a dictatorship of the rich. Technically, of course. I say, well, Marxist theory kind of breaks this down a lot more when it comes to how under under the economic mode of production known as capitalism. I mean, I know that you consider yourself a Democrat or a liberal. I think. I mean,
He
don't want to
he
like.
said
I mean,
Democrat.
I know that people have.
I am a
I know. It's
Democrat.
just that some people have like specific.
Uh,
So you would consider yourself a liberal, right?
no, I'm not really a liberal. I'm more of a centralist.
Okay. I
I
mean,
think there's good things. Hang on a
okay.
minute. I think there's good things on both sides. You know, the organization. It all comes down to people. It all
Okay.
comes down to good people.
Okay.
You have to have good people in each place you do it, and you got to make sure they're doing the job. It's just like the military. You got to make sure. You can't leave that to somebody else. If you leave
So
it to somebody else, something's going to happen. So,
okay. So you say
Oklahoma, you're the state that you don't have alcohol,
I don't know if
or is it
that
just
means
dry
that.
counties?
No, I think that's Utah.
Yeah, that's Utah.
I think that's yeah. Um, Now we gotta we actually we're the state that has like a lot of weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Despite being
Hey, I'm on my way. I am on my way.
All right, y'all. Hang on a second. So when you say that there's good people on both sides, I want to know like what is like a long story short of like a description of a good person for you.
A person who comes to work every day, just like a factory guy. A person who works for the people that elected him. A person who is looking to the future of whatever, like the city or the county or the state or whatever, and trying to make it better for the citizens. And not graft, no political, stuff. Just do your job. Make sure you're doing something good. And I don't care what side you say you're on. If you got that kind of person in the right place, you make it. It works. If you got the wrong kind of person in that place, the business would fail.
Okay.
I crashed my plane.
Nice. Dutch. Would you either turn off your Bluetooth or put on your headphones? And we're gonna give Dutch a second, and I'm gonna let Dutch respond. Doo-doo. I'm also going to put a poll. I'm just gonna put a quick poll in the chat. Y'all can press whichever button appeals to you the most.
All right, there we go. Better?
Yep, there you go.
Okay. So, Cliff, I'm kind of getting what is it, socially liberal, conservative, fiscally kind of vibes from you. Would you say that fits?
You can
Cliff?
unmute to. I didn't mute Cliff, by the way. Cliff, you can unmute to answer. Hey, Blake No Stick.
Fall asleep, Cliff? You there?
He's still here.
Okay. So my response. So I think that's something that we can agree with. Though when it comes to like implementation, I mean, when it comes to like honest workers, honest worker decided by the people. I mean, when it comes to I mean, I don't just want to like hog the spotlight, but when it comes to like how Marxists view democracy, we view it as and when it comes to like how we view the state, in terms of like modes of production, we see that under a mode of production where essentially the rich are allowed to rule completely unchained. I mean, even with like the minor chains, though. I mean, even with like the minor restrictions that 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 the wealthy have, uh, we could still see a the I mean like the 1% that like Bernie Sanders talks about, though unfortunately has no actual intention on holding accountable or I mean
No, because Bernie's a Democrat. That's why he's not.
I mean yeah
Okay, hang on,
yeah
y'all.
but,
Cliff unmuted.
I mean party Democrat.
Wait, I was just speaking. Cover.
Cliff unmuted. Cliff, you can go ahead.
I it all comes back to money.
Okay.
It all comes down to who has the most money to convince the people out there that he's a great guy. We don't know our politicians.
Shouldn't we though, Cliff? Shouldn't we though?
90%. Shouldn't we know though?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm saying majority of people don't pay attention to the politicians until right before an election. Then everybody just kind of gets their little groups together and says, well, we're going to vote for this guy or this guy.
I actually agree with
So-
that. I actually agree with that. People don't really pay attention to like who's running and stuff because it's like, let's consider how Jasmine Sherman's been running since like 2021, and a lot of people are just now figuring out who they are.
Yeah, that part too.
Totally exactly right. I
Cliff,
would.
you pointed
I
out.
would.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna say. You kinda,
Sometimes my mind doesn't work fast enough to
No,
get
that's no
what's
problem.
going on. So you go right ahead, sir.
I completely get that. That's not a problem at all. So when I kind of came in, you had the baseball analogy, and the idea that's we've been conned into believing that
I
those are
use
only
that,
two
you
choices.
can't.
I got you. Yeah, I'm saying like it's for me like that analogy is it's more or less like we don't have only two choices. Like that's going to a baseball game when there's actually, the playoffs happening. You're just at one of those games perhaps. So you're trying to pick one of those two, but we have other teams, we have other games, we have other people to pick from in the playoffs as a whole. That's why I feel like it was just more of a focus kind of thing. If you want to look at it like that, that's the only way I could see that analogy. But we have more options. It's not just one or two.
So you don't play the game.
Well, what Dutch is saying is that we have third party candidates when it comes to voting. It's just that there's so
Well-
much attention on Republicans and Democrats because that's the way that like they've, decided that they want to play this, hash this out when really we do have more than just two options.
otherwise known
We
as the
do,
corporate
but the
duopoly.
two options we have are the only real options because
Why are
no
they real?
third party can get registered in every state,
Let him finish.
nor
Okay.
can
I'm sorry.
nor can they get enough people to back them. I mean,
Actually, that's-
just
hang on, Cliff.
logical right now.
Hang on, Cliff. That's
You don't
false.
have anybody big
Hang on.
enough and powerful
Cliff, hold
enough.
on, Cliff.
All right, Cliff, I'm gonna mute you because I'm trying to correct you, okay? Because like what you're saying is objectively false. So we all know the rules, right? And thank you so much. Like, yeah, Jasmine Sherman, yes. And thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you so much. Hopefully we get more people in on this conversation. So, you just heard of Jasmine Sherman. You've probably heard of RFK, especially if you support Trump, you've heard of RFK. Or if you've been a longtime Republican, whether or not you support Donald Trump, you've heard of RFK. Our founding fathers didn't want us to still be doing the two-party system all these years later. And we've seen the flaws of the two-party system, which has really just turned into a one-party system because, like, I'm sure you know this, Cliff, the Republicans and the Democrats both take money from AIPAC. And if they're being financed by the same source, that means they're one party. So it's not Republicans versus Democrats. It's Republicans and Democrats versus everyone else. As somebody said in the, thank you. As somebody said in the comments, Jasmine Sherman is on 48 ballots, working on 49. What it takes to get on the ballot when you're running third party is a certain amount of signatures and a certain amount of money. In some states, like Louisiana, it's easier. And in some states, like Alaska and Georgia, it's more difficult. But it can be done. And it's the issue of can't is just a self-fulfilling prophecy, and really it's not even that much self-fulfilling because people can do it. Because I don't know how many ballots RFK is on, but RFK is on some ballots as well.
Actually, correction, RFK recently dropped out.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, like I think I heard about it like earlier today. I mean, even still, I don't support RFK Jr.
I gotta look into that. That's some big stuff because there was also there's something else big that happened today too. That was gonna affect Biden's side. God, I forget what because they're talking about moving him.
I mean, I feel like after he called, after he said Vice President Trump, I feel like we're we're circling the drain on that one. RFK apologized to woman who accused him of assault. RFK, oh, is this why he dropped out?
Yeah, caught in scandal? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I mean,
a worm eats half your brain. You still do stuff like that. Come on, man.
Well, he didn't. The worm didn't eat his brain.
it's all on its own accord.
Before he did though, RFK actually he was going to be the one with the most. I think he was pretty much at the point where he would have had all 50. He would have had access to.
Well, hang on. I'm looking it up, and I'm not seeing RFK dropped out. I'm seeing RFK challenges Biden to drop out, insisting he has something. How Biden's allies hope to stop RFK. I don't see anything about RFK dropping out.
Oh, excuse me.
RFK's like, you know what? He's like, I've got a brain worm, and that guy's got a big one. He needs to drop out.
For real. But yeah. So okay. So people, the interested minds inquire. Cliff, what do you think about what's going on in Palestine? Just real quick. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else we talked about. Just real quick, because some inquiring minds must know. Somebody did ask in the chat.
I really don't have an opinion on Palestine. I don't like seeing people killed, no matter, or unalived, anywhere in the world. I spent over 20 years in the military. I saw a lot unalive. Not fun. There's no reason for it. If you can't, war is a sign of the failure of diplomacy.
Yes.
So we're not doing enough to get it done. Now somebody is standing in the way. Now every time we get close to something, one side or the other backs out, or I'm gonna change my what I want. So then the other side says, well, you changed the thing, and now we got to think about it and go all through this.
But that one's not what's happening.
So I think it's just a way for somebody to stay in power on both sides. I think it is inhuman.
Okay.
On both sides.
Okay.
More on one than the other.
Which is more than?
Hang on.
Let's be specific. Who's more?
So, yeah, because now you said inhumane more on one side than the other. So now you got to get into it.
Well, I don't believe that we should be using bombs on the city.
You don't believe we should be bombing civilians?
Absolutely. I believe we should not bomb civilians.
Okay.
Yeah, we agree there. That makes sense. Yeah. So, but like who?
Every time you kill a Palestinian, I hope I'm saying this right. Every time a Palestinian is unalived, you create 5 more fighters, and that doesn't work. You have to give them something to live for. You got to give them an idea that they're going to be better off in the near future. Um, this fighting and unaliving people is it's outdated. Even the Marine Corps tries to be as civilized as possible in an uncivilized situation. I'm going to shut up and let somebody else talk.
Oh, you're fine. Hang on, Dutch, before you go. But I am gonna let you go. So hold on to your thought. Um, so do you? So somebody asked what do you think about the situation in Ukraine?
Okay, I think we should back Ukraine as with everything we have.
Okay.
Why? Because I don't want to see young Marines over there fighting. Well, we have a ton of guys in that area, and we're trying to stay out of it as much as possible. We're trying to be as reasonable as possible. We are still running diplomacy as best we can. There are some people who don't want to use diplomacy. I think an invader is the wrong person. I think you have to kick them out of a country that is a free country. And I'm going to shut up. I just keep rattling on.
It's all right. Dutch, you can go next, and then Blake can go next. Go ahead, Dutch.
All right, so I mean, I don't want to like feel like we're attacking or anything, Cliff, at all. Um, I kind of I feel like, of course, you're 75. You've had a lot of the more. Did you serve? I'm getting the vibe that you served and everything for Marines or so. Um, the only thing that bothers me is the language when you were saying is that there's bad things on both sides kind of thing there, and one more than the other, but you wouldn't specify. Um, that's very Trump. Like that's Trump language when he was doing the whole North Carolina thing or Charlottesville, wherever it was, with the tiki torch racist kids. It was like we have good people on both sides. We didn't. There was terrible people on one side, and there was some good people on the other side. The Palestine-Israel issue is one of those things where there's not bad or good on both sides. It's pretty clear. There's a definite bad side, and one is more harmful than the other. I would just kind of wonder which one you think is more harmful here.
I think anybody killing anybody is more harmful. Um, I believe that the what do they call that? IDF, Israeli Defense Force, IDF.
Yeah.
Okay, that they have gone way overboard. That the guy's name is Netanyahu. He's gone way overboard. He's kind of like my buddy Trump. He has to do something spectacular to stay out of jail, to stay in power, and to, stay where he's at. And so he's doing the hard line thing, and there are a lot of hardliners there. And yeah, that's the worst side going on.
How about I say it and just say if you agree or not, because I feel like you're trying to just kind of give it a tap around the other side. You don't want to say too much or so. Would you agree flat out though that, like Israel is by far the way worse one? Like the H group, Hamas, whatever they call it, they are not the T group. It would be, Israel, Netanyahu, and Israel, they are, right? Do we agree on that?
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
I honestly think that's what Cliff said, because Cliff said like Netanyahu's doing too much. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, I concur. Sorry, I'm going to say I concur with Cliff. Like Cliff clearly stated that Netanyahu and the IOF, he named them, that they have gone overboard, and I understand that semantically you may want him to say that they're just horrible G word people, but I think that's inferred. I haven't even heard him say like the talking points that the anti-Palestinian talking points. He hasn't even said any of those. So I'm just saying I understand what you're saying, Cliff.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to reiterate it. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm attacking Cliff at all. Like, he wasn't. The only thing I was like, it was just the thing, but it was there's good on both sides, bad on both sides, that kind of thing. That was kind of just all I wanted to clear up. That's it.
After I said that, I thought I saw a picture of an orange. No, I'm not going to say that. But
I saw a picture of
I actually thought, did I say that? So I apologize. My words were incorrect.
It's all good, Cliff.
Shades of Charlottesville. I guess that's what you're saying. When you said you saw the orange, good people on both sides, Charlottesville,
Yeah.
bad people on both sides, that type of thing. Yeah, I can, and I totally can get that. But yeah, yeah. Hey, honestly, this is this is pretty good. This is pretty. The last live I was in, wow.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you just gotta chill out. Huh? What was that, Colby?
Oh yeah, don't worry too much about professionalism here.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, so hey, hello Ari, hello that one communist. Hey, how y'all doing? The guest box is open if people want to come up. You can come up. Keep in mind that this is discussion, not debates. All right. It's just like there's just a whole bunch of like rage bait going on, and it's like the closer we get to the election, the more rage bait we're gonna have. So it's good to just be chill sometimes. Hey Lemony. Oh, I was on live for 4 hours, but I appreciate y'all. Yeah, you go hard, my dude. I know you were on live for a long time, and I definitely understand if you want to rest your voice. Please do hydrate. Oh, we got somebody in the guest box. Oh, we have we have Ari. We also have what looks like a Middle Eastern person. I am going to let this person up. We're going to see if we can do mutual aid for this person at the same time. So let's give this person a second. How you doing? Assalamu alaikum.
السلام عليكم أختي أنا من فلسطين شكرا يا أخي شكرا يا أخي الله يرزقك يا رب
You want to turn your camera around?
شكرا يا أخي أنظر أختي معسكرات معسكرات يا أختي الله يرزقك يا رب ساعدينا عندي أطفال يا أختي
This person put in the chat, I am from Palestine, I need help, a gift, he has the children of the bank. All right, cool. So Ari already got us started. Thank you so much, Ari. And Kobe is coming in. Thank you so much, Kobe. We're going to get our Palestinian friend here to 500. Now, if we go past 500, that's great, but the baseline goal is 500 for right now. And I do want to note to people that it is 10:35 my time. I'm not in a hurry to get off, but at some point I am going to have to, just pipe down. But yeah, let's get our friend here to 500 and we'll do what we do. And if y'all see anything suspicious, please do let me know, because that has happened in a different live. Where it might have been an IDF soldier, because a person in uniform appeared in someone else's background, not this person, but appeared in somebody else's background, and she like moved the camera away from that person real quick, and only one other person saw that. The rest of us didn't see it. But if there's anything suspicious going on, I do drop people, because there are definitely people that are nefarious hijacking this movement. So we're going to be vigilant about that. And if you're in the box, go ahead and say something. If you're in the chat and you see something suspicious, go ahead and say something. From here, we are going to resume the conversation. Ari, hello. Oh, Blake, I saw you on mute. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be concise. I would like to talk about how Zuckerland and Twitter are going to give Trump back his accounts during this election cycle. I think that is fairly interesting if you look at that action with some historicity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they already rebranded. X has already given Trump his account back. I'm surprised that Facebook is going to do that, honestly.
Because they got absolutely demolished for the 2016 election, and now Trump has his own social media platform, Facebook and Twitter, and he's on TikTok too.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Joe
He's
Biden
on
and Trump on
TikTok?
TikTok. Yeah, Joe Biden got on TikTok. Joe Biden got on TikTok pretty quickly, and Trump got on TikTok like I think a month ago.
Oh no! Oh,
Yep, he's on
really? So both Joe Brandon and the Orange are here. Oh no!
Joe Brandon in the orange.
Joe Brandon.
Not Joe Brandon in the orange. That sounds like a damn ska.
I stole that nickname from Twitch streamer Hassan Piker.
Okay, I know.
Oh
I know
Lord, not Hassan Piker. Not Hassan Piker. Anyway,
yeah, we
to
have.
hell with him.
People have criticisms of Hassan Piker.
Hey, valid.
I get it.
But
they both wanted to kill the app too. So let's get into that real quick. So banning TikTok was initially Donald Trump's idea, and Donald Trump stopped talking about it when he found out one of his major donors has investments in ByteDance. So Donald Trump no longer wants to ban TikTok, but now that's Joe Biden's thing, and the ban is supposed to go into place when Joe Biden gets on Inauguration Day. But we'll see about that because that means lawsuit central. But
and it's just kind of weird. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, Blake, you can go ahead, and then I want Ari to come on in.
And it's just kind of weird because I see so many people with these pro-Biden lives, and I understand why they're doing it because it's whatever. But it's just it's just so wild. Because I'll hop up on those panels and be like, why not Joe Biden? And I'll be like, well, he wants to ban TikTok. And it's like, that's not what. And it's just immediately, I was like, but he's going to kill your income, though. Don't you care? Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, so many people are still they are too busy riding Biden and riding Trump to ignore my little brother in the background.
Okay, all right, Kobe, we're gonna go ahead and let Ari go ahead. Ari, please do go ahead. Hey, Chico.
Hey, friends.
Okay.
That gave me a little giggle.
For real.
Oh my god, I miss my younger siblings. And I was gonna pose the panel a question, but to also speak on that, I just find it wild that they have the ban to go into place after the election. It's pretty freaking funny. It's fucking wild. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I really don't know what's going to happen with this app. Essentially, can they really ban this app? And I won't be surprised if they get away with it because of the recent Supreme Court ruling of actions a president takes during their term can't be prosecuted. I'm like, that's fucking wild.
Well, they can't be prosecuted, but that doesn't mean that we can't mitigate damage. All right, so we got our friend here to 500. So y'all please do at this person in the chat with Palestinian flags and hand hearts, and I am going to let this person move on to the next live. Thank y'all so much for 500. Y'all are absolute rock stars.
اختي عندي اطفال صغار بيبي صغير
Yep.
3 بيبي
All right. I'm going to give it another second. And hang on, Colby. Hang on, Dutch. I'm going to give it another second. And then we're going to let this person move on. But y'all definitely put your support for this person in the chat before I let him go. All right. I told him I'd let him go. Okay. All right. CJ, you can go ahead and drop them down. I appreciate you. All right. So I saw Colby unmute, and then I think Blake unmuted, and then Dutch unmuted. But I want Cliff to go for before we get too far ahead in any other conversation. Cliff, do you have anything you want to say? Would someone please invite Cliff to unmute? Thank you.
I did it.
Okay, thank you. I always screw that up.
You're good.
Okay, I understand that there are people who are really worried about Palestine and Israel and Ukraine and Russia, and we do need to help mitigate what's going on in Palestine and in Israel. We need to also help the Ukrainians keep their independence.
Okay.
And not spend our young men to do it. Send the Ukrainians anything they want. Don't send them any Marines. Netanyahu has to be reined in. I believe that sincerely.
Okay.
So does the other side. We need to get diplomatic solution, because killing or unaliving each other is just making things worse, and nobody's talking. Nobody's actually doing the thing they need to do. And we need to get food to those people. We need to get them water. I'm going to shut up, because I guess I'm kind of a guy that believes that everyone should have a chance in life, and there's a lot of people becoming without a chance in life. Thank you very much for listening.
Are you fine? It's not that we don't think that people shouldn't eat. Hang on a second. It's not that we don't think that people shouldn't eat. It's just, thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's that.
Take care.
Thank you. It's that one side is eating and the other side is not eating because of the other side. Israel is doing fine while citizens of Israel are actively stopping aid from getting into Palestine. That's the problem.
If I may, sorry about the stuff in the background. When it comes to what's going on in Palestine, shoot, I don't want to just give a history lesson. One second, I'm gonna leave my room real quick. But yeah, this, I mean, you know, this unfortunate, you know, unbalanced sort of shoot, I'm trying to like come up with a. I mean, yeah, this genocide has unfortunately been going on since 1948, and the colonization of Palestine and the creation of
what is now known as the nation state of Israel. Uh, and if we look further into history, in fact the very the conceptualization of what has become Israel has roots in anti-Semitic evangelical theology. Even like Balfour and the Balfour Declaration, the promising of the land of Palestine to the Zionist camp, which was originally a fringe. Zionism was considered a fringe ideology among Jewish communities, and had remained fringe. I don't know when that changed, and it is unfortunate that years of conflation of Judaism with Zionism has still has effects in this day. Which I mean, one thing that we can, the funny thing, I mean, not funny in like a haha way, but in a very sad, in an ironic sort of way, in the irony of the belief of Zionists and the belief of anti-Semites is that they mirror each other. Zionism seeks validation by conflating itself with Judaism, whereas anti-Semites try to discredit Judaism by conflating it with Zionism. Even though Zionism actually is inherently an anti-Semitic ideology, because it requires discrimination and hatred against Jewish people in order to thrive, in order to exist to begin with. Unfortunately, my connection is awful. So I mean, if I ever cut out, please tell me. 1948, and and this isn't even getting into like the collaboration that Zionist T groups had with the Yazis.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hang on a second, Kobe. So we have a new friend here, and we're going to see if we can get this friend to 500. I am Palestinian and I need help. Right on. We're going to see if we can get this friend up here to 500. Oh, there you go. Hi. And we're going to try to keep the wealth distributed. So what the sum up of what Colby was saying is that this has been happening for, hey Blue, this has been happening for almost 100 years. Cliff, do you know what Nakba and Naksha are?
I have no clue, ma'am.
My pronouns are he, him, Cliff.
Oh.
There you
sir.
go. There you go.
Sorry about that.
You're right. So Nakba is the first major genocide against the Palestinians, where they tried to exterminate them and run them out of Palestine. And Naksha is the second attempt to run the Palestinians out of Palestine with brute force and war crimes. So Hamas was created by Israel and decided to go off on its own and do its own thing, and has decided to defend the Palestinians to the best of their abilities. So there is no both sides when Palestinians have been getting slaughtered for almost 100 years. Is that coming in clear to you, Cliff?
Sorry, couldn't get unmuted. I understand that 1948 happened.
Okay.
It was a very bad deal to start with. It should never have been happened. What is his name? The gentleman or the military person that was dealing with the Arabs was moved out of office, and everything that we promised the Arabs or Palestinians right in there that we promised them, we went back on and broke that country up into pieces. So now we don't know where to put the Jews, so we just toss them into a place that has the people that don't have enough power,
But they're not being
military power.
tossed. They're not being tossed, Cliff. Like that's kind of making it sound like right now again, it's like it's sounding like, you know, the Jewish people that are being in the same Jewish Israeli people are in the same boat as the Palestinians are, and they're not. They're absolutely different sides of the spectrum situation for them. When they talk about Gaza, it's an open air concentration camp when they talk about it, right? That's because they are literally locked in. They are not allowed to leave the strip. It is blockaded and locked down on the Egyptian side. Egypt has it locked down through Israel, and Israel has every other side of it locked down. They're not allowed to leave. They have to go through checkpoints in order to just move, like to go to work. Some of them will go through several checkpoints that will take hours just to get to like a few feet. The Israeli people that are there, they just can go through. It's a very different situation. So that's where, like, that's the language that bothers me, is where it feels like it's just like they're both kind of being, you know, hurt by, you know, us, I guess is who you're trying to put, but, or Netanyahu is part of it. Cool. That's true. Yes. But the Israeli side the Zionist side has, like, they've just perverted Judaism in order to use it as a way to justify the way, what they're doing.
Well, you can say what you want, but that's not the way I see it. I see two different groups fighting that haven't.
Hey, all right. So, Cliff, hang on a second, because the way you see it is inaccurate. Like, and
Well, okay. I just watch the news.
Yeah, and the news is bent towards Israel because Israel is our quote unquote ally. Like, what you're seeing is propaganda. Like, these people
Of
have
course
been
it
getting
is.
these people have been getting fucking murdered, slaughtered en masse since like what'd you say, 1948?
May 15th of 1948.
Yeah.
Cliff, do you know what the USS Liberty is?
Hey, Dutch, can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Excellent. Cliff, so you said you're a veteran, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you serve in a war or in
Marine
wars?
Corps, 1967 through 1970, and then I was out for 2 years and went back. I was in Vietnam in 1968 and through 13 months, and then I went back in I think it was 71, just before we pulled out.
Okay. All right. So you're familiar with, like, you know, rules of war and things like that. So in Vietnam, did the
excuse me,
Vietnamese have
sir.
a standing? Hold on, Clip. What's up?
There is no rules to war. When
They're
you're
they're
facing the other,
100%.
excuse me,
They're 100. No, Cliff. There. If there are no rules to war, then how come there are such things as war crimes? All right. Do we have to give a lesson on the
they
Geneva
invented
Convention?
war crimes.
Right. So hold on. Now listen. What's ever on your
They had to
conscience
punish somebody.
listen to me, Cliff. You continue to interrupt me when I speak. You continue to interrupt me when I speak, and I'm having a problem with that because I haven't interrupted you. And if I interrupted somebody, I always ask. You know what I mean? So please have some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Because I know them chalky feelings of yours are starting to get hurt, and I'm trying to respect my brother's life here. So please, just let me speak. All right. So the Vietnamese in Vietnam, did they have a standing military?
So he was muted. So you might want to just say what you're saying.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, cool. Well, I was just going to say this, that the Palestinians don't have a standing military. They're not allowed to have one. They don't have control of their own water. Israel controls their water and their electricity and their internet. So if a group of people have no standing military, they do not control their power, their water, their internet, anything like that, how could this conflict, quote unquote, that you're talking about be one, right? Because how could Palestinians actually fight against Israel? And before you say the H group, Israel funded the H group. I'll end my plane.
All right, I'm gonna let Cliff respond, and I'm gonna let that one go next. Oh, somebody please invite Cliff to unmute. Thank you.
All I can say is the Jewish government is in the wrong. The Palestinians, their government, I don't know what they're doing. But all I can say is they started this with that one attack. Now, I know that there are not.
Sorry. That was going to be misinformation, so I muted him.
Oh, okay.
We've already, we've already determined that, and you agreed that this has been happening since 1948. So I'm going to unmute you and invite you to speak, but we've already determined that this started in 1948. So what happened on October 7th, 2023 is a result of 1948. I'm going to go back on mute and I'm going to invite you to speak.
Also, we need to be, we do need to be, what am I trying to say? Misinformation is against TikTok TOS. So we can't do that. Just be mindful of that. Go ahead, Cliff.
I'm not trying to spread any misinformation. This is all what I've heard or seen on TV and stuff. My big deal with the whole thing is we got to quit killing people. We got to give people a chance to have a life, to have the necessities. We don't do that in our own country, and we sure don't do that in other countries. So I don't know what to do. They have to rule themselves. I can't tell them how to live and how to be ruled. So I'm going to shut up.
You're right. So, Cliff, I'm going to direct you to, if you're not looking at the screen, please do look at the screen where I have that one expanded. I'm going to let you have it. Go ahead.
So this idea of there being no rules of war, like all of a sudden that means that you don't think there are any G sides, right? Like that I'm trying to wrap my head around how you can recognize our participation in this G side, but not recognize that there are rules of war. So I kind of want to know how, without rules of law, of war do we determine any force to be in the wrong in a conflict? Because what we have without any rules of law is not a G-side, and we know that a G-side is happening. So how is it possible to know such a thing without rules of law, rules of war?
I invited Cliff to unmute so Cliff can respond.
You know, they can make all the rules they want, sitting in an office on their butts, saying you can't do this and you can't do that. But when it comes down to it in the field, the only thing that you're going to worry about is staying alive, my friend. It don't.
I did it that time. I can't. Cliff, for someone that talks so much about like people should have a chance to live and so many good things, people should be allowed these things. It's weird that you're changing gears now to be like, these, stuck up nerds in the office doing nothing, trying to make rules up for us while we're out in the field. We're the ones that there's no rules for us. Things are just happening. We just got to make sure to get out of there alive. It's like, come on. That's why I'm having a problem with all so far. The talking points I feel from you is you're not wanting to take a stance at all. You're wanting to just kind of be on the outside. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm cool. I think everything's all right, but you don't take any stances on anything. I had to actually push you to get you to actually take a stance of something. That shouldn't be, especially coming from a boomer, man. Like, you guys are usually hard thought onto your stances.
Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead. You haven't spoken in a while. I want Ari to speak, y'all. Go ahead, Ari.
Cliff, let's look at it from this angle. Can we all agree that slavery was bad? That's a question, Cliff, for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. And we agree that chattel slavery in the United States was a bad thing. Great. The
Absolutely.
slaves, in order to become free, unalived some of their masters to get to freedom, right? And we
Absolutely.
agree with their plight to fight for freedom, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Why can't we apply that same thing to Palestinians' plight to freedom?
Well, you gotta see what your odds are of winning. If you have no
Okay, hold on. Can I pause you
military,
right there? Can I pause you right there? Because they said the same thing to enslaved Black people and indigenous people during that time period. They said slaves did not stand a chance, right? But look at us now. I mean, Black people are still enslaved in our incarceration system. That's a different topic. Like, we're not gonna
excuse me.
we're not gonna discount that. But Black people fought and got their freedom. So again, why can't we apply this same logic to Palestinians and their plight for freedom?
Wouldn't that be nice?
They're doing it right now, but you
Yeah, they're
refuse to
doing
take
that
a
right
stance.
now.
You refuse to take a stance on this. So if we could stand with Black people in their fight against chattel slavery, why can't we stand with Palestinians? Why can't you take a stance with Palestinians?
I think
You're
it's
not
my
muted.
trust. I don't
What do you mean
know
trust?
why I can't believe the Palestinians.
What do you mean?
The
Then
problem,
I would encourage you, because if you're saying it's trust and you don't trust them, I would say there's probably some form of Islamophobia you are harboring that makes you unable to trust anything that's happening, and you need to unpack that.
yeah, that's the first thing they throw at you when you disagree with them.
Who is they? What? Y'all hang on. Who is they?
People, the people who want to have the right answers from you right away and not
Who's the people?
pick on everyone here on the panel or everyone on TikTok want to pick apart little words and say there weren't bad people on one side, there weren't good people on the other side. So that seems to be what's happening.
Well,
I don't
okay,
think
I need
the,
you to
I
start
don't I
telling me
don't
why you're
No,
I
struggling with
don't think
Ari,
the
don't interrupt him.
Palestinians
Let him
have a
finish.
chance at dogs. I don't think Palestinians have a dog chance. They're going to
Okay.
be someplace stuck in some lousy place, and that's the way it's going to be.
Well, why do you think
The
that? Well, just because you think that, why do they have to accept your reality? They don't know you.
They don't have to accept my reality. They have to look at what's happening and say, there's got to be something better someplace.
Well, like Lemony reminded us of a good quote. So, do you believe in give me liberty or give me death?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. That's all that needs to be said, isn't it?
Okay. If they're willing to die for it,
Yeah. All right.
They have been. First of all,
They have been.
I'm
yeah.
confused by your stance now because first you're like, oh, they all need to stop unaliving, and then you're like, well, if they're willing to unalive for it, like I'm really confused on your stance now. Like I just okay.
I think that I think this is the cognitive dissonance of I believe certain things for the country that I live in, but I don't believe those things for another country because I don't know them. Is that where we're going, Cliff?
kind of.
Okay.
I think that we spend too much time worrying about across the border somewhere. We spend too much money doing what we can, but I live in a nice, safe place. I'm more worried about taking care of what's here, and we got a lot of things we need to fix. I'm more
You should
worried
know
about
that
fixing.
nice. Hold on, Cliff. You should know that nice little safe place you have is due to the fact that the military-industrial complex that commits horrible atrocities all across those other border places that you were talking about is what keeps doing that. That's what allows you to have this little bubble idea that, you're a nice, safe little place. I don't know about, we got to stop worrying about them, when that's why. It's because they're committing horrible atrocities to keep you in that bubble.
All right. And I want Blake has
Excuse me, sir. Did you serve?
well, hang on. We're not going to get into that. So Blake has their hand up. We're going to let Blake go ahead and ask the question.
All right, so first question, yes or no question. There doesn't need to be a very long answer. Okay, Cliff. Do you believe that America should put America first?
I believe that we should start taking care of our infrastructure as we have not done for 20 years. I believe we should not rob our Social Security to build up our military. I believe we should not rob our
Hold on. I did it, Cliff. He asked you, it was a yes or no question. Please don't. You're going off on this thing. I'm going to ask you to unmute again, but Blake asked you a very yes or no question.
I'll ask it again to get them back on track. Do you think America should put Americans first? Clifford.
Not Clifford. Lord, not Clifford.
Listen, I'm, you know what I mean? Like, you know me, friend. You know I'm trying up in here. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I think the answer is yes. Here's my next one. Here's the one, because I just need everybody to see you
Yes,
who
sir.
I saw you
Yes,
as when you
sir.
started talking about. Okay, fantastic. Do the Palestinians remind you of the Vietnamese people that you slaughtered?
I don't know what happened. I'm
Didn't you
finally
say you were in Vietnam?
unmuted.
Yeah, you're not muted. I can hear you.
Cliff, we can hear you.
Yeah, you can keep talking. That was actually a really good question. Hang on a second. Maybe Cliff accidentally muted himself. I'll send him an invitation to unmute
No,
because
I
nobody muted him. Uh-oh. Cliff, yeah, right?
I'm gonna drop out.
Okay, yeah, Cliff is breaking up, y'all. So I went on ahead and
Then,
dropped Cliff. He was breaking up.
then everything happened as I intended.
Okay.
I broke him up.
Yep. There you go. That was some timing right there, I tell you. That one, you have a facial expression. Would you like to go next?
I mean, I'll go whenever I can fit in, but if someone else wants to respond,
Yeah.
So I think that we need to hit a little harder on the level of like testimony of how
Go ahead.
bad things are, and
Oh, thank you.
I
I love you.
recently
Thank
did
you.
some double checking because I've been looking at statistics because of how terrified I am of the continuing G-side. And in 2022, Palestine and the Gaza Strip had 2 million residents in 2022, in late 2022. And as of last month, they have 800,000.
Ooh.
And regardless of the numbers that are reported as to what the fatalities are, what the statistics of what's happening there now, we know that in a 2-year period, the population of the people that live there has halved.
Yeah.
And somehow there has been a great deal of it in the West Bank as well. And that shit is blacked out from the media. So we're not even discussing when we talk about Palestine anymore in these conversations, we're talking only about Gaza. And the West Bank is also a G side. And it has, or at least in 22, it had 3 million residents. And now we see that it has much less. And populations don't go in half for no reason. And I would argue that all of those are because of genocide. Like, they might not all be direct fire action, but we have lost a million one
سيستر قرآن فلسطين إنتاج يكفي مساعدة.
human lives in this G side, and we're 10 months in, and it right now it does not have a trajectory to get better, and that is terrifying because we have like 150 years of repairs we now have to do as of now for there to be anything, and the architecture of oppression has already started. And so they're replacing places that have been decimated by G-side with the greening of the desert, which is this insane colonial architectural strategy to push just anyone they want out. And
Yeah.
they do it by destroying your farm and putting up their farm. And the consequences of it right now are dramatic. That's as many people as died in America, as unalived in America from COVID, have disappeared somehow in 2 years. And that's enough for me to feel the tragedy. Regardless of all the political shit, we know that this G-side is happening, and it's happening at a rate that we can't even really keep track of. We're still focused on women and children and other things like that, which is not irrelevant, but we're talking about half the population is gone.
Over half.
Over half.
So, I'm going to take this opportunity to pause. It's probably aliens. Cliff, cut it out. Please, let's get Muhammad to 500 if we can, please and thank you. And thank you also to CJ and other people for gifting the guests as well. Please do gift if you feel so inclined. Gift anybody you want, really. But let's see if we can get Muhammad to 500. Hello, Miriam, Free Palestine. We're gonna do one guest at a time. I'm gonna get Miriam out of the box. Right now, we're gonna focus on Muhammad. And thank y'all so much for all your kindness and generosity up to this point. We've gotten mutual aid to 3 people so far. Registered Democrat? Nope. Anyway.
Listen, this binary thought process be eating y'all alive.
Yeah, for real.
When I say a chokehold, I'm talking about a rear naked. I'm talking about in the middle of a chokehold. Oh Lord.
Can I put him on the big screen? No, you shouldn't be proud of that. Oh no, it was registered Democrat ? I think it was. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. If you want to.
I know, I'm messing with them.
Oh, okay.
Hey friend, all of this being patient and being graceful has got me quite in my feelings, and I need to lash out. So I'll be back around.
Okay. I got you. All right, go ahead. I guess I didn't consider that. I don't wear that title. I'm just asking. Why do you care? Power
I love
no.
you, sister. I love you. I love you. I
You're
love
good.
you.
So it's actually 11:19 in my time zone. So I'm gonna start winding down, but I do want people to say their final thoughts. Dutch, you can go ahead. You can go first.
Oh, thank you. I mean, time kind of popped onto me for this. I feel like it's kind of an interesting thing that for the people that seem like they really despise identity politics, you guys really like to identify things a lot. So just wanted to hop on that. Outside of that, like I really enjoy like it's always kind of a pain. I wish we got more viewers in these kind of lives, but the conversations we have it seems to be worth any of the bigger lives for sure. Like we have just 1 or 2 people that we'll get through to and have these great conversations and actually, get somewhere with something instead of just, 800 people in here screaming Trump, bad Trump. Like this is so much better.
I
I
agree.
wish we could have more of that too. I mean, we get mutual aid done. We help for people. This is the community here. I love this so much more than that, and I'll take it every single time.
For sure. All right, please go next.
One, thank you for having me up at Helios. All I want to say is that the identity politics is fucking wild. The first thing out their mouth is, "Are you a bunch of Democrats?" No. And y'all really cling to the identity politics for people who really hate it. but too, I like this neutral stance on Palestine is really always what gets me the most, and it always is rooted in hypocrisy. Um, Honestly, because when you start asking them the real tough questions, like the questions I was posing, that we can understand that chattel slavery was bad and all these things are bad, so why are you not understanding that the things that are happening to Palestinians are bad? It's just rooted in hypocrisy, and it always baffles me when you get down to it. And then the amygdala response that happens afterwards, always, oh, it's just astounding. Thank you for having me, Helios.
For sure. Last but not least, the incomparable, that one.
Aw. Dutch, you're totally right. I mean that it's been something I've been thinking
Thank you, sister. Thank you. I don't know.
um, for a lot of these lives. I really feel like I am trying to manage being able to eh, recognize, empathize, and contribute to dealing with the level of suffering that's happening. And I think that once it gets into those popular spaces, unfortunately, the white noise being blasted out at full strength makes it hard for people to have genuine conversations about what's actually happening. And I feel like we were almost in a different universe with Cliff. And it's just so, there's so much happening, and I am not willing to have outrage fatigue, and I'm not willing to step down
Thank
and
you.
give out. There we go. Let's go.
Yeah, somebody gifted a teddy bear. That's awesome.
It was
Oh, it's Cliff.
Oh my God, I take
Cliff.
it back. What is
Wow.
happening?
Cliff trying to
wow.
put through.
Yeah. Now, see, but
That's the stuff, Cliff.
that's the kind of guilt I feel like leveraging. I do think people should just put their ducats on the table when it comes to that. Like that guy who kept on coming into your live, who was a landlord. Just pay some people's bills, and we'll talk to you again. Like do the basics to be a decent human being. Put your money where your mouth is, and reduce all your tenants' rent by $100. Just do it already.
Yeah, for real. And he rents out of uh oh wait, you're talking about somebody else. Yeah, I deleted the account associated with that dude, so I'm probably never gonna see him again.
I understand. I just mean that, like, put your money where your mouth is. That's what I will say to every one of these capitalist, white supremacists, like elites. If they think that that's what they are, then pony up.
Right on. Speaking of which, do y'all want Cliff to come back up before we go?
I mean,
It's your life.
yeah, it's your life. Yeah, I was like,
Okay. Well, y'all are the mods, so if y'all want him back up, y'all can let him back up.
Listen, get him to 1.5, and I'll put you in myself. What about a galaxy for Palestine? Then
We'll
I
see.
will want to talk to you again.
how bad do you really want to? Do you want to give us your stance finally?
You gotta prove to us that you're able of having empathy for Palestinians.
Damn, I'll stay muted if you can show empathy. I think that's such a wild thing to do, but I do think it should be a pay to play for that shit. Like when people want to have bad opinions about empathetic things, they should just pay for it. I don't know if you know DACA or Dana J, but like literally she pays a lot to be able to have a bad opinion in public
But
space.
Dana J is like one of the worst people.
Right?
Yeah.
One
But
of
she
the worst
pays through the
people.
nose. I don't know. Maybe it has to be more, but I'm just saying.
I work in education, and she makes teachers look bad. Like I'm embarrassed to be associated.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna let Cliff up. I'm gonna let him say his piece. Cliff, did you fix your internet? Did you fix your internet?
Are you there, Cliff?
I think there's something wrong with my phone. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear
Okay,
you,
yeah.
yeah.
I see you're cutting out. I'm gonna
Oh,
go out, shut my phone off, and restart it and try to come back.
okay.
Thank you very much for it. You're alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually, I heard
Have
Cliff breaking up on my end as well. So, but we're gonna be gone by the time Cliff gets back. Thank y'all so much for all your time and energy and love and support, and thank y'all for getting our friend here to 725. Big shout out to Cliff. What the fuck? But y'all get out there and make rapists and racists afraid again. And I'll see y'all later.